5 stages down here at the Acropolis Rally. 2 more to go today. It's been an interesting morning out there. We're in the media zone as they head towards tyre fitting. Let's take a look at some of these tyres. Oyt Tanak's car, look at that. Quite a bit of wear on the rears. Let's take a look at the fronts as well. Not too bad on the front for Oyt Tanak. Heading into the tyre fitting zone, 2 more stages to go. Tanak not in too bad a position. He won't be too disappointed. Okay, he's got 2 more stages, 2 more first passes to deal with before they get back to Lamia and the end of the day. Tanak's not in a bad place. Less than 15 seconds off the lead, around about 13 or so. We'll double check that for you in a minute or two. Now, Elfyn Evans. Well, the last stage, he wasn't happy at all with the last stage. Struggling, really struggling from grip. But again, Evans not in a bad position. We have a lot of drivers who are still very much in this. It's a long rally. Tomorrow, obviously, is a more traditional loop of 3 stages repeated in the afternoon. Road position tomorrow will be important. With so many cars so close, it just takes a little puncture and overshoot, and we've seen a few overshoots in the previous stage. One from Sebastian Loeb, one from Gus Greensmith, costing time, potentially costing precious positions for tomorrow's start order. Let's see if we can grab just have a look at this. Elfyn's just readjusting the foam. Now that's not foam. Foam doesn't do that really justice. It's very special stuff indeed. It's extra protection, side impact protection for the drivers. Elfyn, you were just adjusting that there. Was it just not quite comfortable for you?
No, just putting it back.
Just putting it back in. We heard you at the end of the previous stage, sounding really frustrated. It didn't go your way. What was the struggle for you in that one?
Oh, it's just a general low level of grip, It's exceptionally difficult to find confidence in a fast stage like that. So, it wasn't that it's all that bad, but it's just tricky when it's like that.
Yeah, there's a long way to go still in this rally. 5 stages down, you might have expected to be a little bit further off the lead. It's still very much all to play for.
Yeah, of course, in terms of time, it's not too bad, but the reality is that there's a lot of cars very close together, so it's the position that's really key to allow you to fight for the rest of the weekend.
So the next 2 stages are critical to try and make up a couple of positions for road placing tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, but you still only do what you can do, focus on the job and see what comes at the end.
As you always do, Elfyn. Great stuff, thank you. Take a wee look around the car. Scotty, everything good with you? We had in the previous stage, it's so difficult, isn't it, with a rhythm in these stages to be absolutely bang on with the notes. Just a little hurry on once or twice from Elfyn.
Yeah, I think obviously the nature of the uphill part is quite slow, twisty, a lot of hairpins, and then it goes quite fast. So that I think he was just making sure that I was coming with him on these sections. So, but yeah, everything good, and yeah, it was a little bit rough towards the end of that last one. Quite a few compressions, but but as Elfyn said, very, very slippy. The grip levels and getting the braking right was pretty challenging. But yeah, we like you said, the road position tomorrow is what we really need to try and maximise, and yeah, that's what we'll be aiming to do on the next 2 stages.
Listen, I'm still in absolute awe of the job you boys do. How you manage to judge the pace of those notes just astonishes me every time. Best of luck for the next 2.
Thank you.
There we are, that's Scott Martin and Elfyn Evans. Now a man who is very much still in the fight is Thierry Neuville. We'll go grab a word in just 1 second with Neuville while we remind you that the leader of this rally is Pierre-Louis Loubet. It's been a great morning for the M Sport car. Sebastian Loeb right up there too, as is this man, Thierry Neuville. Not feeling great. Let's take a look at this tyre here. Now, Neuville's tyres, they're not looking too bad. That is remarkably good, actually, that tyre. Martin,
you should be allowed to touch our car.
I'm very sorry. Of course not. Touching the tyre. Surprised by how much is left in that tyre?
Yeah, maybe a bit. It's not too bad actually, the wear. But okay, we also pay attention for it, so we managed quite well. And also on the last stage, the grip was so low, so it was not so much for the tyre wear.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose being nearer the front of the field, there isn't so much abrasiveness, is there? But it's been a good morning for you guys. You're still very, very much in the fight for this win, Martin.
Yeah, we try to do our best and to optimize for tomorrow, so we will see this afternoon.
Great stuff. There we go. Martin Vidi Let's have a word with the struggling in terms of health, but not struggling in terms of performance. I guess you take the position you're in right now. You're still right in the mix.
Yeah, the target was to keep in the fight for a good position for tomorrow, and we are still within there. Obviously, we are gaining time compared to the front runners, but we obviously are losing time compared to the cars behind. The day is not done yet. We need to keep fighting. We had a clean run through so far, and I feel quite comfortable with the rhythm as well. So hopefully we can carry on like that.
Just saying to Martin, and I apologise, I did touch your tyre, but I was saying to Martin, I'm a little surprised by how much tread there is still left on that rear one.
Yeah, we kept quite some good tyres. We knew that this last stage would be quite loose, so we destroyed our front tyres on the previous one, but obviously I was quite good in the first splits. I lost 3 seconds in the last splits because the tyres were gone, and I didn't make up as much as I expected on the last one, but I think at the end it was a good try.
You're doing very well. Look at that as well, by the way, and I won't touch it this time. Look at that. That's quite a hit, isn't it, on the rim there?
I don't know, maybe some stones or something. So.
Are there stones in the stages?
Quite a lot.
There are a few out there. Let's take a look around the other tyres on Thierry's car. As I say, I reckon these boys are doing a really super job. You can see again little scratch marks. Quite often at stage ends, you see whole chunks out of the rims, and the tyres are still more or less intact. It's incredible. Now, Taka-san, just look at Taka-san. Look at this. There's a sensible man for you. Keeping in the shade. Taka-san, stay there. Sorry to disturb you, Taka-san. That last stage was a lot more encouraging.
Yeah, same time there was many cleaning also. So, of course, at the front of my car, they were struggling at the loose gravels, but still getting a little bit better some feeling wise. I don't know why it's my pace note was not really good on some stages. Some stages okay, but I need to find out.
Good stuff. Well, 2 more to go today. Taka-san, had a mix of hards and softs this morning. Hards all round though on the previous stage. Seemed to suit him better. A little bit of confidence, and he's doing a good job progressing there. Now it's Family Breen. Let's go have a quick word with Family Breen. There's Papa Breen obviously as well. Always good to see him. Never far away from his boy. You just can't buy luck right now, Craig Breen.
You say that, all right. Yeah. A man could make a lot of money for it if he had it around to sell. So, yeah, the way it is.
Nothing. You were on the line, and it's just, I suppose, the slight lottery that this rally always tends to be, isn't it?
Yeah. I honestly didn't do anything special. Just the tyre popped off the bead, and went down straight away. So it's just a look at the draw here. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything you can kind of do to avoid it. So just incredibly disappointed again.
And perhaps even more frustrating looking at how well the teammates are doing, because it seems that the car is well suited to these stages.
Well, look, I think we already seen that in Saturday that the car was working well in this type of profile. You know what I mean? Slow speed, low grip. So yeah, it's incredibly frustrating. Yeah, especially seeing our paces. After the puncture on that last one as well, to compare to everyone around us. So disappointing. Yeah.
It is disappointing. Papi Breen, obviously watching what's going on out there, it must be so difficult for you to see your boy just having to put in the effort all the time and maybe not getting the rewards that he deserves.
Yeah, well, that's rallying, isn't it? What goes around comes around, and luck changes always for everybody at some point, whether it's good luck changes the bad or bad luck changes the good. And like you said, when a tyre pops off a rim, that's luck or bad luck.
It's good seeing you as always. Family Breen, will leave them to it as we move back down the line. Now, Esa-Pekka Lappi having a great weekend. He's right in that fight at the front, just a handful of seconds separating our top 3 or 4 drivers. Lappi, Neuville, Sebastian Loeb, and at the front, Pierre-Louis Loubet. Sorry, we're kind of in the way, sorry about that. That's Tommy Tuominen, the legend. Legendary Finnish co-driver working for Finnish TV, interviewing Esa-Pekka in Finnish, obviously. We'll keep out of his way. And then we'll go and have a word in a second with the maestro. There he is. I reckon he would still have been leading the event. Remember the previous stage coming, well, it was a very tight hairpin after a long flat-out section. You had to get your braking exactly right. If you pushed it a little too far, we were overshooting. And that's what happened in that last stage to Sebastian Loeb. Also happened with Gus Greensmith. Same hairpin, just braking a fraction too late, carrying too much pace, having to engage reverse and losing seconds. Had it not been for that, he probably would have been leading. Let's have a quick word with EP. I think Tommy Tolman and the Legends finished. Are you finished, Legend?
Yes, it's your turn, Colin.
Thank you very much. I can't do.
Stage is yours.
I like to listen to you because I learn when I see you. Always learning from the legends. Always learning. And here's another legend, Esa-Pekka Lappi. It's been a strong day for you out there.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, we are getting up to the speed, step by step. So maybe I'm getting older. Well, that old guy is on the speed immediately. So.
But is that not what this rally's all about? It's about strategy, it's about pacing yourself, it's about managing the risk, I guess, which, you've done perfectly today.
For sure, it's definitely like this. You need to keep some pace all the time, but then in the other hand, you should keep some margin as well to be able to avoid some loose rocks or whatever is gonna come in front of you. So far, yeah, the strategy has been perfect.
2 more stages to go today. It's all still incredibly tight at the front.
It is. I was expecting bigger caps, to be fair. I don't know what is the reason for that. For sure, in the morning the dust was a big issue for us, or all of us except Kalle. But yeah, I'm surprised that it's so close still.
You must be delighted to be in that fight for the win. You're going to be there or thereabouts again this weekend, I suspect.
Oh, let's see. We just keep continuing doing what we have done, and let's see where we end.
Super job, well done.
Thanks.
Really strong job from Esa-Pekka Lappi out there. The most laid-back character amongst the whole field, isn't he? He's so unassuming, so modest, so relaxed all the time. Now, another man, unassuming, modest, relaxed. Really, those words could be describing the maestro. Have a look, lost a little bit of bodywork there. Don't know quite where that happened. Every bit of bodywork is there for a reason and has a purpose. Won't be absolutely critical, but that's the air coming up over the wheel arch rear. You're directing the air, so it gives you a little bit of extra downforce on the rear. So yeah, he might be a little bit compromised slightly by that. Come this way, cameraman, because the maestro is waiting for us. Maestro, it's been a good morning out there, but an uncharacteristic mistake in the previous stage.
Yes, a little mistake on a braking for a hairpin. Was a little bit late, and it was a flat left for a right brake for a hairpin left, and I was a bit late, so I tried to rotate the car still, but with the speed I couldn't get the rotation totally, and I had to reverse 1 second. So yeah, I lost a few seconds there, but for the rest it was a good day.
It's been a good day so far. How much margin have you got though? How close are we to the limit for Seb Loeb? Is there still a margin there? Is there still strategy there?
Not much, huh? No, I'm trying. I'm trying hard.
Are you surprised by how tight it all is at the front?
Yes, it's very tight. We see a few drivers in only a few seconds, so yeah, it's really tight and the battle is really intense.
It's great news to see another Frenchman putting his name on the stage win boards in the World Rally Championship.
Yes, exactly. He did a really good day and an especially good last stage. So he's taking the lead now, so that's impressive.
Good stuff, Seb. Good stuff, champ. Good stuff, Le Maestro, whatever we want to call him. Fantastic. Now, Danny Sordo. Let's Gus Greensmith. Let's have a word with Danny. It's been a little bit of a, what should we say? Frustrating day, I guess, for Danny Sordo. Let's have a word with him, though. Just having a quick word with Linda. I could sing every time I mention the name Linda. I want to sing that fantastic song, but I won't sing it, Linda. Sorry about that. Hue and Cry sang that song. I was not looking for Linda. Linda found me. She really did. And who have I found here? Danny Sordo. Danny, I sense a little bit of frustration out there today. You've not been able to quite find the rhythm that maybe you might have expected.
Yeah, honestly, of course, not the rhythm I was expecting before come here. There's some problem with some pace notes, some places a little bit too fast with corners, like a little bit similar with fast, really fast. So I struggle to have the speed in this kind of corner when it's narrow and slippery, so I don't have a lot of confidence. But it's like it is.
That's not like you to not make perfect pace notes. I mean, your pace notes have never been an issue in the past. Why is it on this rally in particular that you've maybe got that little issue with the notes?
No, I don't know. Last year also was a little bit tricky for me. Was as you see, we finished 4, but we were not happy with this. I don't know. In this stage, for example, after 7 kilometers, I was like 1 second behind the best time, and then in the 7 kilometers after, I lost like 6. So it's not normal. But you see, I'm struggling with the brake to brake well, to have a good speed in the corner. So I didn't have quite confidence.
What can you do in the next couple of stages to maybe find a little bit of confidence? Because road position tomorrow is so important, and there are positions to be made up in these next 2 stages.
Yeah, I try my best, but I try already from before, so not easy.
You're always trying your best. It isn't easy. Thank you very much, Linda. Danny Sordo, as he said, now, here we go. This is the man that we want to talk to. The man who leads a round of the World Rally Championship for the very first time. The man who in stage number 5 took his very first win in the World Rally Championship. It is Pierre-Louis Loubet. What a morning he has had out there. What a day he's had. Pierre-Louis Loubet. Probably the best morning, in fact, certainly the best morning, the best day of your rallying career so far.
For sure, thank you. For the moment, the pace was good from the beginning. Not a perfect driving in the previous one, but in the last one, I did a very clean stage, and the time was good. So no, really happy, really happy.
What's been impressive this morning is that when we've seen you fast in the past, it's been very edge of your seat stuff. It's been, oh my goodness. But this morning seems to have been under control, within the margins.
Yeah, I don't know. It's with the time you start to understand more everything. So it's very special, the WRC and the WRC car. And I think when I did Portugal in Sardinia, it was after a long stop. So sometimes you are not very sure about all. Okay, a mistake can happen all the time because we are quite close from what we can maximum do. So yeah, I try to enjoy and to be very focused on this.
2 more stages to go. Obviously road position is critical tomorrow. Making the most of your road position today is probably more critical. Any changes, or will it be the same approach for the next 2?
No, we have to do the same. I think the last one we will be very important because it's the one where we have a maximum of road position important. And yeah, we have to stay like this, and finger crossed to do no mistake.
It's been a magnificent morning. Très magnifique. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
There we go. So folks, that is more or less our whole field here, or certainly our Rally 1 field here at the Acropolis Rally. A really interesting opening 5 stages of the event. Not perhaps the gaps at the front that we expected. It's still all to play for. There's so many cars within 14-15 seconds of the lead. The next 2 stages will be critical. Stick with us for all the news of the final 2 stages of the day at... Whereabouts, cameraman?
DirtFish.com.
Yeah, that was very underwhelming. DirtFish.com.